Brother Maynard, bring up the holy hand grenade. 1, 2, 5.
Freezer!
3.
Arm yourselves, America. This is Defenders Live.
Oh, me. Dr. Chikadonaka Nwakpa.
Hashtag like a native.
Hashtag nailed it.
Hashtag you've been practicing for 10 minutes.
I have been. Long name, but amazing results, apparently. He was promoted in 2015 to the department head of electrical and computer engineering at Drexel University.
Ooh.
Moving on up in the world.
Doctor, give me the news.
Yeah. He was actually one of his big things they pointed out was that he
Sure.
had an amazing ability for fundraising.
Oh, really?
Highlighted that he had received over 10 million in grants.
No way.
Yeah,
That's good.
that is
great
it is
for
great.
college.
It is.
Yes. What?
Well, the Department of Justice announced Monday that Drexel University has agreed to pay back $189,062 in federal grant money. Misused by the school's former head of the electrical and computer engineering. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, apparently, according to officials, the professor had been allegedly, made, quote, improper purchases, end quote, that span over a decade. And even used taxpayer dollars to pay for, quote, goods and services from strip clubs.
Wait. I think I phased out there for a second.
Yes, he got goods and services.
I got that part
from strip clubs.
Allegedly.
Look, if he's getting services from a strip club, that's called a brothel, and that's completely different.
Yeah, that's not a
strip club.
Strip clubs don't service you.
I mean, they may have the
Allegedly.
goods. They may have the goods, but you can't touch.
No, dear God, no.
I don't know. I've never actually been in one.
Nick, you're not missing anything.
Oh, good. Blue balls.
No, it's worse than that. I really cannot not explain how bad it is.
Oh, good.
It's just
Let's not try.
No, it's not today. But the school.
Oh, I'm sorry. Formerly Virginia Jackal, lap dances are not a service.
Yeah, that's not a service.
That is pain. That is torture. It is not a service.
It's irritating, actually.
Really, it just makes you frustrated.
Drexel alerted the feds after discovering improper charges were made by the professor between 2007 and 2017 in relation to 8 research grants from the Department of the Navy, the Department of Energy, and a National Science Foundation.
Wait. How much money did he get for the college?
He had raised about 10 mil.
And they're worried about 190,000?
Well, when it's improperly used federal tax money, like they take that stuff
I'm
very
sorry, golden
seriously.
toilets.
Well, hold on. The military can spend their money how they want to.
I'm sorry, dropping an entire pallet of cash to Iraq and Iran.
That was not the military.
That was our president, and that was our money.
Different.
That was our money.
That was different.
It was a hostage situation.
That's still different.
It is not. No, it is worse.
But that was under the order of the commander-in-chief. This is, hey, we have a pot and we have money and we want to spend it on, research of this kind. We seem very interested in it. Please, here. That's all that is. They were asking for a service and they got nothing in return.
So basically, a strip club.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the good doctor resigned when the scheme was exposed. And the school has been cooperative with authorities and agreed to pay back the misused funds. Quote, this is an example of flagrant and audacious fraud.
Audacious.
Audacious. Sounds like a type of bubblegum. And a shameful misuse of public funds. The U.S. Attorney William McSwain. McSwain. I swear he sounds like he needs to be wearing aviators.
That's true.
He said in a statement, the agencies providing these grant funds expect them to be used towards advancements in energy and naval technology for public benefit, not for personal entertainment, end quote.
McSwain. His first name should be Marty. Added, we appreciate Drexel's self-disclosure and cooperation in this matter. By the way, self-disclosure. At the same time, we are disappointed that Dr. Nwakpa
Very good.
his conduct went unnoticed for so long. But Drexel's strengthening of its charge approval process is certainly a step in the right direction.
I just pause there for just a slight second. You're handing over millions of dollars to another entity in the expectation that you're going to get something in return. There's going to be a benefit out of it. There's going to be, in this case, research for possible technologies, things like that will be, discovered and learned that will later benefit, as they put it earlier, the benefit of the public and everything else. Wouldn't you kind of be a little bit more, I don't know, careful about the people you give money to? And I'm not saying that, like, you look at the college and you don't just go, oh, well, they're a college, they'll be okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have no
higher education, my ass.
Yeah. What are your checks and balances for your scientists and your employees on how they use that money? Where's the, if they just go, oh, well, they bring us receipts and we just say, okay, that's not good enough for me. You would think that the Department of Navy would, kind of be a little bit more on point.
See, according to the Philadelphia Inquirer,
because who doesn't read the Philadelphia Inquirer?
Dr. Nwakpa confessed to making an unauthorized expenditure and agreed to pay back $53,328.
Wait a minute. The school is paying back $198,062.
Yes. He's paying back $53,000 of that.
Is he convinced that this is like
they're out to get me?
Well, no, but I was gonna say, is they convinced that maybe there might be like fees and penalties attached to this? Is interest? Is that what he thinks this all is? Like you can't. I'm not gonna pay all of that. I'm just only gonna do the $53,000.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
That's so stupid. I would love to be able to
actually.
Get away
you need to throw an African accent in there because
but
I said, I am really certain this guy's African.
He's African American.
No, African.
But he's in America.
He is in America.
So he'd be African American.
Maybe, but maybe he just calls himself an American.
Or maybe he just doesn't.
I'm just saying his origin is Africa.
Well, maybe he's from like Yugoslavia or something.
Nah.
Sweden.
Nah.
Yeah. He's Welsh.
Not Chika Odinaka.
Yes, he's Welsh.
Nwakpa.
That's
not Chika Odinaka. Nwakpa.
That's totally an Irish name.
Come on, Doc.
That's an Irish name, I'm telling you. It's got a long, deep heritage. Spokesman for McSwain's office told the newspaper that Drexel's settlement doesn't mean the matter is closed for Nwakpa. The former professor could still face prosecution. He could.
Could. Not should.
Yeah.
Not would.
Not we're going to nail his ass to the wall. No. We have to decide. It depends on how fast he pays off that $53,328, I guess.
Hark. What lights down yonder window breaks? It is the East.
And Juliet is the sun. Yes, we know.
I was saying, and Nwakpa needs to pay his money back first.
And Nwakpa needs to pay. It's my money, and I want it now.
No, I'm not going to do the song. Just call him. No, stop it. Just no. Stop it. Not a commercial for them.
When you need cash now.
No, what you really need is a cat cooler. That's what you really need. You really need a cat cooler. so you can knock him upside the head. Stop him from singing that song.
You know what though? You know what is good about that song?
What?
And about cat coolers? Both of them are rugged.
They are. They last forever.
It's like the song that never
Shut
ends.
up. I'm going to stop your mic. Not only are they rugged, but they keep your ice cold for up to 7 days. They're made in the United States. They're fully customizable, and they come in many, 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 many colors.
And they're rugged.
They are rugged.
But wait, there's more.
It goes on and on, my friend.
Because of their ruggedness, you get a lifetime warranty
Pressure
with them.
points. Remember
Every
the
single
pressure
time.
points.
Every single time you buy a cat cooler, you also get a lifetime warranty with it
Good.
because they're rugged.
Because they're rugged.
And they want to see that you can actually not break it
Nice.
because you can't. And yes, that's a dare and a challenge to all of you. Do it. Go to catcoolers.com. It's catcoolers.com. Use my name, Steven, Steven, and you can get 10% off on your purchase. Catcoolers.com. Promo code Steven.
I just had a song hit my head. I'm not gonna.
Don't do it.
I'm not.
If I could write you in song.
No,
Thank you.
mine was gonna be now I can't remember the melody to it.
Don't worry about it.
I dare you to- Okay.
We're not going there.
Inktober Challenge Slug. Lap dances just make me feel inadequate.
Mm.
Well,
Doc-
you're a slug,
So that's fine.
that's a lot. No matter how small the person is, that's a lot of butt.
Baby got back.
Doc Thompson got run over by an Amtrak. My son just asked, "What's the bell for?"
Shh.
What bell for?
Shh. Shh.
Why are we shushing?
So Ted Cruz made an embarrassing scene at the 2016 convention by refusing to endorse President Donald Trump.
Oh yeah, they got him.
Oh, it's so good. That was back in the day. Well, now there's so much more.
There's always so much more.
You see, and by the way, this is from New York Magazine, so I'm going to read it.
Oh, good.
I'm going to read New York Magazine for you, and you get to respond.
Okay.
You get to respond.
Yay.
I'm going to read it. You respond.
Okay.
This is a good game. It's fun.
Okay, it's fun.
It's fun.
Okay.
It didn't get all that much attention before the Ukraine scandal and the subsequent House Democrat move toward impeachment, but the Republican Party, nationally and in the states, has been quietly working toward avoiding an unpleasant surrounding, avoiding any unpleasantness surrounding Donald Trump's planned re-election gala.
That was a long. Were you that building for anticipation? Is that what that was?
Yes, in Charlotte next August.
Oh, good.
4 states.
Hold on, just for a second.
Oh, sure. Go
Just
ahead.
for a
Yes.
second.
Uh-huh.
It's
Yeah.
completely out of.
Yeah.
We get to look forward to that in August. Oh God.
4 states, including 2 of the protected early states, Nevada and South Carolina, plus Kansas and Arizona, have formally canceled their 2020 caucus or primaries and plan to award all delegates to the MAGA king. Remember,
This is
I'm
the New
reading
Yorker.
from the New York Magazine.
Yeah, this is.
I'm reading New York Magazine. I'm not editing it at all.
No, this is verbatim.
That wasn't unprecedented. As nominating contest maven Josh Putnam has noted, numerous states didn't bother to hold Republican primaries or caucuses when George W. Bush ran for re-election in 2004, and the same is true for Democrats during Barack Obama's re-election in 2012. The idea is that states, or in this case, of caucuses, state primaries, shouldn't waste money on contests that are no contest. But neither Bush nor Obama,
Sorry, Button Bush.
I know, had anything remotely like credible intra-party opponents.
Oh
Well-
wait, so we're getting in deep now. So
Yes.
we're about to literally find out like if in case you've zoned out or your eyeballs have rolled in the back of your head, as mine are attempting to try and do right now.
Yes, I'm sorry, but there's not much we can do about
Basically, what they're implying is that the Republicans, that there actually may be some challenge to Donald Trump's
that. Sure. There may be
in the
there-
Republican Party.
There may be Republican challengers.
Yes. So, so if there's going to be Republican challengers,
Uh-huh.
they must be heavy hitters, big names.
Oh yeah,
Big names.
Sure.
Like last time when he ran, I mean, it was Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio. and,
right, yes.
You know,
Yeah.
all them
All
cats
those-
out there. You know,
right.
Romney and all that.
Let all
junk.
those
No,
cats out of
Romney
the
wasn't
bag.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have. It's gonna be somebody like that, right?
Sure.
So who do we have that could possibly be giving the Trump Meister a run for his money?
Trump has 2 former governors.
You said, hold on, governors,
Yes.
former governors.
Yes.
Okay.
William Weld and Mark Sanford, and a former House member as well, Joe Walsh, publicly challenging his renomination.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. So the New Yorker
Uh-huh.
is trying to say that 2 former governors and a former House member are a legitimate in-party threat to him and his reelection?
Well, none of them have much traction at the moment, but rising impeachment sentiments, even among self-identified Republican voters, has to make Team Trump wonder if precautions are in order.
So, again, they think an impeachment is going to happen in less than 13 months,
Right.
and 2 former governors and a former House member, one of those 3 are going to knock him off a pedestal. Ted Cruz couldn't do it.
Right.
Ah,
And he was the better one of the 2 at the time.
at the time, yes. There was son of a Carly
Biscuit-eating
Fiorina.
bulldog. Yeah.
There was Marco Rubio.
Yes.
What was the old boy from Wisconsin? Not Wisconsin. Yeah, Wisconsin. The governor,
Scott Walker?
Scott Walker.
Yeah.
You know, the Louisiana's governor.
That guy.
Yeah. Damn it,
That guy.
I'm blanking. But anyway, those guys.
Abe Lincoln.
Sorry. Yeah, blanking. That joke was funny yesterday too. No, but those guys, the guys with actual name recognition, people that can kind of point and go, you know what, I kind of recognize him. Those guys couldn't do it. But 2 former governors and a former House member, those 3, those are the ones that'll give Trump a run for his money.
Right. Sanford and Son.
And sons.
Yes. Sanford and Sons.
And I found out it was Joe Walsh is the former House member. I was convinced for the longest time that it was the
only
guitarist.
Joe Walsh.
It was the guitarist and not
Former House member.
a former House member. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't realize he was that multi-talented. What the hell?
I didn't realize that he was a...
Go Joe.
Wait, he's a
wrong
Republican
Joe.
and a... What?
Go Joe. He's a rock. Oh, no, he's not a rocker. Oh, darn.
Nope. Wrong Walsh.
That's the wrong guy.
See, the canceled events aren't the only measure Republicans are taking to protect the incumbent. As the Atlanta Journal-Constitution reports.
Atlanta has a
Atlanta Journal-Constitution. That's the name of the
That's
paper.
a
And they say
okay.
President Donald Trump's campaign helped orchestrate rule changes at party conventions in dozens of states, including Georgia, to weaken potential GOP insurrection before it can start. 3 senior Trump campaign officials said on a conference call Monday that they pressed party officials in 37 states to make it harder for a Republican primary opponent to emerge at the nominating convention in Charlotte in 2012.
Don't whatever you do not be anywhere near Charlotte in 2020 in August.
Yeah, 2020, sorry, not 2012. Whoops.
Yeah, I was say
2020.
because it's gonna be a donkey show.
It will be.
It would be. I've been.
You know, I hear those are $20 semis downtown.
Depends. Well, yeah, with the exchange rate, yeah, it's about right.
Yeah.
I've been in the same building as the president
Right.
twice, and the amount of crap that one must go through to be able to move about this, just the same building. We're not even talking in the same room.
In the same city.
I did get to stand in the
honestly.
same room with him, but like
In the same city.
even this, even the same city, the amount of crap you have to go through is insane. You don't want to be in Charlotte. I know it sounds great and grand and gravy, but
Yes.
don't.
Right.
don't.
Side note: did you know that we have more episodes than Friends now?
Really?
Apparently so. Lori D over on the Facebooks has announced this.
Oh, well, thank you, Lori.
And remember, it's quality over quantity here.
This is true. I have always been referred, when I was growing up, everybody used to call me Ross. So,
Ooh.
And ironically enough, due to some certain choice marital situations, I can actually say that at least
You can be a Ross.
I can be Ross. Yes,
You are a Ross.
almost exactly.
You've been Rossed.
I have more children than he had.
We should call you Rosta.
Rasta man.
See,
Moving on, because
yeah,
this is
moving
making
on
my head
and
hurt.
moving along. Basically, what they're saying is that the Trump administration and Republicans are
Need to be worried about two
Not-
ex-governors
they
and
need to
a
be
House member.
not only do they need to be worried about an ex-House member and 2 ex-governors, but they also should be worried that they're changing the rules and they're lying and cheating their way into making Trump the next president again.
You mean the same thing that he admitted that Obama
wasn't
did?
wasn't
and
a problem at all,
And Bush did, and Clinton did,
and it wasn't a problem at all.
Reagan did.
It wasn't
Bush
a problem.
did.
Wasn't a problem.
Like it goes back and back and
Back and back and back, and it
Back.
wasn't a problem.
But now that it's your guy or the guy you don't want,
It wasn't a problem.
it's so stupid. I this is why I hate politics. Bureaucracy. Bureaucracy is what we should call. Is what we should like name toilet paper.
Bureaucracy.
Yes, it should be a brand of toilet paper called bureaucracy.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, but is it going to be intentionally bad?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's gonna be very thin. It'll appear, and like when you touch it, it'll feel soft. But the moment you pull it apart,
It
you
literally
know,
burst into flames or something.
well, no, it'll be almost like tissue paper, very thin, crinkly,
Super
uncomfortable. And then as it touches your butt, it turns into what would be 60 grain sandpaper.
I was going to say, at the moment it touches any moisture on your body, it suddenly dissipates and
It
dissolves.
dissolves.
And so, like, you get a whole mess of it and you still get crap on your
Doesn't-
hands.
you
You still get crap on your hands.
Just not like that. That's better.
I
That's
think
better
that would
'cause
work out really well.
It dissolving instantaneously is a lot more feasible and plausible than it is to
instant
just
sandpaper.
suddenly morph into 60 grand sandpaper.
60 grit. Ow.
I know that's like falling down a gravel road, man. That's hard.
Oh. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know if I want to get to this next story or not. But before we do that.
And there's an extra bell. We missed harder. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. My fault.
Sorry. This is what happens when you read the New Yorker.
So
Brain
you miss a
kinda
few
goes,
things.
"Ah."
Yeah, you miss a few things when you read the New Yorker. It's just automatic.
Oh, darn. And we missed a chance. I missed a chance apparently with my singing to make Doc Thompson's kid
Pee?
got run over by a Amtrak. Yeah, his kid apparently was about to pee himself, and I missed an opportunity to
Dang it.
assist in that. I'm so
Darn.
sorry.
We'll get to you next time.
Maybe if we got time before the show's over with,
Maybe a little later. Yeah, we'll probably start something.
Because it goes on and on, my friend.
Anyway, what you need to go to first off is go get some APR coffee.
Because everyone, I don't care who you are.
If you like any sort of coffee,
Yeah, if you're a coffee drinker,
you will love APR coffee. If you're not a coffee drinker,
you'll still love APR coffee.
you just may not want to get it.
No, they have tea and they have candy.
Oh, they do have tea.
They
and they
do
do have
tea.
candy. They have chocolates.
I believe, is it Virginia? I think Virginia knows all about the tea.
She likes the tea.
She likes the tea because she can't have the coffees.
See, I has the coffees. I do like hot tea, but I has the coffees.
Yeah, we do the coffees. Always do the coffees. It flavors the beans. They're fresh. You cannot. You see coffee everywhere in stores, or you have the Starbucks flavors. Starbucks coffee is crap. If you drink it as crap, it's crap.
Yeah, Starbucks is terrible.
It is literally someone took a dog turd out of the backyard and they strained it through sewage water and then filtered it through a dirty boot. It's nasty. Okay.
Right.
APR coffee is not. APR coffee is one of the few coffees. I drink my coffee black anyway. It doesn't
Yes.
matter, but I can get more people to drink APR coffee black with no sugar because you don't need it because
You really don't. I mean, I
flavor is
still like
amazing.
a sugars.
Oh, yes.
I'm still a sugars guy, and I'm still a little bit of cream. But I will drink this black, and I will not have a problem with it. Oh, the tea is it's the Boston Tea
Boston
Party.
Tea Party. That's
Yeah.
right. Yes,
Yes.
yes.
That makes sense.
Good stuff. Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
It's AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Get you some coffee or tea and candy. I'm telling you, the chocolate is amazing.
Unofficial sponsor of Mojo 50 Radio.
Yes.
We will be right back. What?
Don't be putting words in our mouth.
What are you doing?
Inktober Challenge Slug. I'm beginning to think you hate at real Ron Phillips. I mean, a butt wipe called bureaucracy.
We never said that. We love Ron Phillips. This is just for everybody else.
This is for well.
It's a token thing, all right? It's something that you would buy once.
It's if toilet paper. If we could name toilet paper or have a toilet paper that resembled the government.
Right, and I think I want to do this now.
I
think
like-
I want to. I think I
like-
want to manufacture this, and it would be a novelty thing. It would be a prank toilet paper.
That once it gets wet, it's like
Literally just turns into nothing.
dissolves. It's like cotton candy. Once it gets moist. Once it gets moist,
It's gone.
it's gone.
Super fluffy and soft until it gets wet.
Says every ex-wife I've ever been. So anyway,
I'm gonna leave that alone.
yeah. So did they.
Not gonna touch it.
Neither did I.
I think that was your problem in the first place.
No, that's other way round. Anyway.
We need a sad trombone.
It is ma'am.
It is, ma'am.
I just hit the button. We didn't have anything. I was just like, oh, click it.
Goodness gracious, that's terrible.
Gotta touch it.
Don't do it.
Gotta have it.
Lisa says they need a Defenders blend. Yeah, we know.
We no, it has been lightly tossed around.
Aw.
Um,
It's been in the mix.
yeah, it has definitely been mixed. We'll see. We'll see.
we
We actually
probably
have to have
not.
it. I need. Well,
Probably not.
No, you mean probably not.
Probably not.
I need to sit down and talk to DM and
We don't push
let
it
it know we're
enough.
serious. We should.
We don't.
We will.
I'm not talking about the coffee. No, really, I'm not talking about the coffee itself because I mean, obviously, we drink the coffee every single day, right? We drink the coffee every day.
We tell everybody about.
We
the
tell
coffee.
everybody about the coffee, and I'm not saying that APR coffee we deserve a coffee for doing that
no, we
because we
don't.
really don't.
No, we don't. It'd be cool.
It'd be nice, but what I'm saying is we don't push the idea.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
And it's just one of those things. It's like yes, I would love to have our name out there further on stuff and merchandise. Yeah, that'd
But
be
we don't know.
awesome.
But honestly, we don't know how to ask because we don't want to ask.
We don't want to ask it. It's like, how do we ask somebody to make us a coffee blend?
And I know everyone's out there is like, well, you just did.
No,
it's not.
No,
it's not the same way.
It's weird. Okay, it
We
is
feel-
weird. Like if somebody offers it and says, "Hey, look, I've made a coffee and I've named it after you."
That's cool.
Well, let's try it first, and then I'll tell you if I want it. You know, that's the deal.
That straight dog turd we talked about earlier. That's what that is.
Yeah, and if that's straight dog turd, then no.
Yeah.
Right? No. Please take our name off. But it's like, hey, I named this great coffee after you, and it's some awesome flavor, like maybe a cinnamon mocha.
That would be.
That'd be pretty good, right?
That's a possibility.
That'd be so good.
Have I? You know what? That
Almost right.
Almost.
That's pretty close. Oh, but anyway,
I started having dreams about it. I was like, ooh.
visions of yeah, exactly. That's going through. But no. Anyway, that's whole beside the point. Yes, we would love to have a coffee named after us, Lisa. But
Yeah.
if it happens, it happens. And you know what? We respect DM. He is very, very busy with what he does.
We just
And
want to help
he
himself
can't just
coffee.
willy-nilly make a new coffee blend.
No, it does take time.
It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort,
And
a lot of
he's-
practice.
All we want him to do, we want to help him just sell the coffee. I could care less
Exactly.
about having anything.
We want him to be profitable. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's an unofficial sponsor of Mojo 50. By the way, this is
A
our
very
show. It's
long conversation.
yeah, this is our show, Defenders Live, and Defenders Live is on Mojo 50
Crap, we
Radio.
didn't do that earlier.
We haven't done any of that yet. DOAE Show. It's at DOAE Show on all of the social medias. All of them. DOAE Show. You can also use the hashtag Arm Yourselves. That's on the Twitters.
Yes. You could use it everywhere, but we really only see it on Twitter.
Correct. That is where it's tagged, and it's Arm Yourselves. Arm Yourselves.
Use it right way, please.
Please. I mean, we can't see it anywhere, anyway
Otherwise,
else. And
so. And we're skipping this.
Yeah,
can save
we
this
are.
for tomorrow.
We're gonna skip it.
We'll save it for
All right.
tomorrow
You must skip it.
because you need to.
That's fine.
We need to move on.
We need to talk about that. You want me to respond to this?
Yes,
one,
I got a
right?
story
Okay.
that we're gonna jump into. Oh, go to mojo50.com.
Mojo50.com.
Check out all the other awesome hosts because at least those guys are on point. We're just kind of
At least those guys actually prep,
we are what you call a
Dumpster fire!
and it's on purpose.
and it is a kind of intention. It is. It is.
It is intentionally unintentional.
How dare you!
And it gets better with age. It's like we're like milk.
That doesn't get better with age.
It doesn't get better with age. It gets worse. It gets, curdles and smells. You don't want it sitting in your
in your fridge. For long.
refrigerator. Well, or on the
You don't want to sit it on the counter
counter
for more than
either.
an hour. More than an hour, it's bad.
No, Virginia. I did not use it like that. Stop it.
What?
Watch you don't get me in trouble. I don't need
No,
Don't need
he
DM
did
for-
not. And
I actually might have
we made the commercial before we talked about that.
maybe. Anyway, so this is going to be fun. So I'm going to read this. Now it's my turn. I'm going to read something. Steven hasn't read this. He
I
knows
haven't
nothing
read it.
about this.
I know nothing, and I swear I know nothing.
Yeah,
I
so this is
literally
going to be
all I
fun.
have. I do have the article up, so I can read along with him.
But he has never read it prior to this moment.
Right.
Here we go. Psychological Society says that transgender children should be able to undergo sex reassignment surgery without parental permission.
I'm gonna need you to read that one more time.
The Psychological Society
Says
transgender children should be able to undergo sex reassignment surgery without parents' permission.
Didn't we just have a story about a Harvard scientist who is talking about the harm and the danger of doing such things?
Oh, well, now it's not even the parents need to be involved. The Australian Psychological Society says that transgender kids shouldn't need parents' permission for sex reassignment surgery and adds that the pre-transition counseling is likely a, quote, unnecessary burden.
There is
end quote.
no, absolutely none, zero, no. There is no such thing as a transgendered kid. None. A child cannot assign their own gender.
Nope.
A child cannot choose to be, quote, transgendered. They can wear dresses if they're boys, and that's whatever. They can be a tomboy and go out and play when they're a girl and play sports and do all the rest of that crap and play with cars and trucks. There is no such thing as a child who is transgendered. Instead, there are children exploring the limits and boundaries of their life.
Based off of the limits set by the parents, which in this case apparently are none.
Zero.
According to the Australian, members of the Australian Psychological Society, 24,000 member strong organization, apparently still not smart enough between the 24,000, don't believe that their children or that children under the age of 16 should be required to get parental permission to have sex reassignment surgery.
Children under the age of 16 have either just started or haven't even gone through puberty yet, which means if they go through things like gender reassignment surgery, the organs that are created aren't going to be large enough to do anything with as they get older.
So they're going to have to theoretically go back for surgery.
No, they
again.
can't.
No, I mean after
Like,
to
like if you
enlarge them.
do an addictomy, you can't get it bigger. If you start at a prepubescent age,
Yeah.
you cannot make it bigger. There's only so much tissue to work with.
Yeah.
Now, once again, this is something that nobody should ever do.
No.
But if you are an adult and you're willing to pay the money to do it,
Then knock yourself out, champ.
go do it. Just don't push it on anybody else.
Yes.
Nobody wants a tilapia vagina
No.
on anybody else. Okay?
No one wants you to smell like a meat market. Okay. That's no.
No, it doesn't work, okay?
Are you ready for the kicker?
Sure.
The organization, however,
However,
said that the children must be able to demonstrate their competency in making such life-changing decisions as determined by a doctor.
okay, once again, here in America,
I think it's them being upside down.
I think
The
it is.
bottom
It's
part of
because
the
they're
world.
down under.
They're down under.
It's very difficult to think
And the
when you're
heat
down,
down
under.
there, yeah.
It's pretty bad. And all the venomous things. and
Everything's venomous down there.
Everything can kill you there. In America,
But they don't have to worry about guns.
we
Praise God.
have this thing where you have to be a certain age to do things.
Yes.
You have to be you have to have lived on this earth a certain amount of time before you do things like vote
Yeah. Or smoke a cigarette.
or smoke a cigarette
Join
or
the military. Or
buy alcohol
Yep.
or buy a gun.
rent a
or-
car.
And that's based off of the idea that at that age, you should be competent enough to handle it.
Yep. Exactly.
Now, what you're saying is they could take a child of 3 and they could say, oh, they're competent enough. They understand what they're doing. No, they don't. No, they don't. I have a 1-year-old. I have a 3-year-old. I have a 5-year-old. And I have a 9-year-old.
That's more than a hobby, sir. That's called a way of life. And you know how that happens, right?
None of them, not even the 9-year-old, none of them are competent enough
to get dressed in the morning, let
to
alone
to
to be able to
take out the trash when asked to do so.
and that's not a dig on your kids. I got a 10-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 2-year-old. They're not competent enough to get dressed and to feed a dog and do whatever, to clean their plate, to do the most basic sometimes of human things.
To eat dinner
Yeah. Oh God.
of a food that they like.
Is almost like pulling teeth. But
I gave you food you like. Eat it. No, I can't.
I can't.
I can't eat it. I can't feed myself.
They're touching.
They're talking about those aged kids
Yes.
somehow can prove, without a shadow of a doubt,
Yep.
to this panel of 24,000 members,
Without parental permission.
bull shite.
Nikes. Oh, yeah. I figured you would like that one. The group suggested that hospitals have the right to petition courts to change parents' minds if they are against their child's transition.
I'm against transitioning anybody. Once again, the only time that I would say is fine is one, you are paying for it yourself. Nobody is paying for it for you. The government is not paying for it. You're not getting it done because you are in the military. You're not getting it done because you were in jail. You're not getting anything that involves somebody else paying for it. No.
See, this is where it gets wonderfully.
And you have to be old enough, which means above the age of 25.
I would recommend it because that's when you get your insurance drops.
No,
Because
that's when your frontal cortex finally stops growing and is fully mature and you can think properly.
I know, but I'm also saying that's when your car insurance drops because you've of experience in time and blah, 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 and you're an adult.
Right, even if you haven't actually driven.
Even if you've never driven. It's weird. The group has suggested that the APS also determined that pre-surgical counseling is often an unnecessary burden on a child looking to switch genders. So the group has suggested that hospitals have the right to petition courts to change the parent's mind. To overcome this, the body has suggested hospitals should have the right to petition courts as well as engage in advocacy to change the minds of parents. The group has also suggested that legal advice be made available to those children, as they are often effectively... I can't read that. Sorry.
Effectively what?
Right there.
What?
My brain, I can't read that. What does this say?
What?
Right here.
Circumvent?
Thank you. I don't know why my eyes...
Well, it's the MV.
It's all... It's all... Yeah, sorry. Can effectively circumvent any need for parent approval and receive the treatment they desire. This is literally, they're coming up with a way of completely removing the parent altogether. It eventually...
Well, they're they're trying to figure out ways of completely removing everything.
That's what I
altogether.
was trying to say. Just a whole removal process. But this is just a glimpse of the idea of what is the point of being a parent? I mean, the schools are teaching them.
You're right.
You know, and raising them for you.
Sort of teaching them. Yeah.
They're raising them.
Yeah.
Now you take away the parent's right to be able to actually parent the child. What is your point? So then this means if this actually goes through, this is all happens and comes to fruition, then there should not ever, ever, ever be another arrest and incarceration for neglect, for child abuse, for anything.
Right.
Because if this kid, any kid under the age of 16 can walk in without the parents' permission and say, you know what? I've been talking to people and I'm convinced that I'm really a girl in a boy's body.
Right.
And I want this changed.
Yeah.
And that's okay, that you don't need the parent for that, then you don't need the parent to feed them. You don't need the parent to take care of them. You don't need none of that.
Right. If you don't need the parent to make a decision as life-changing as that, then you don't need a parent at all.
Nope. Then
And that's where this is coming to.
Let the little bastards run around the street on their own. I don't care.
Right. That's exactly where
I do care. That's
this
not true,
idea is going towards. It's moving towards the idea that you are literally just there to make babies. After you're done making the baby, it's the government decision how they're raised.
Mm-hmm.
This is why Australia decided to take all the guns away. Because they knew.
People are going to be so upset with stuff they'd shoot themselves?
Yes. Or shoot other people.
No, or both.
And so they decided to try and take all the guns away with a gun buyback. Of course, they haven't taken them all the way, thankfully. There are people in Australia that still have weaponry. But yes, they got most of it. Because people were stupid.
They are stupid.
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 So
Doc
stupid.
Thompson got ran over by an Amtrak. My son doesn't understand the transgender story, and I'm glad. And that's kind of the way it's supposed to be.
It is.
Apparently, we missed it on Bella for Handle It, so we'll take it there. That's for Take It.
ELS Stealth Jackhole. This is a quote from me. Nobody wants a tilapia vagina. At Stephen Airy. Aussies have lost it. Nothing like at DOA Show Live.
Yes.
And then she gave us a YouTube link.
Yay.
Yay. Thank you.
Let's see. Inktober Challenge Slug. Plenty of Aussies think that transgender nonsense is just that. Utter balderdash.
Balderdash.
Info that recognize that the government has disarmed them so they can't fight against this. And that's exactly where
that idea comes from.
Well, that's where we're headed.
Yeah.
Did you... Oh, you're a jerk. Doc Thompson ran over by an Amtrak. AI needs some reading.
Lessons.
It says lesions.
I know, but lessons.
It's supposed to be lessons.
I know.
I caught it.
Part
Part of it was my brain was wanting to speak
exactly what you're
what
reading.
I was reading,
Uh-huh.
but I was also had an opinion I was trying to do, and I was also trying to read him. And
Well done. Well done.
In your face. I couldn't
Yeah.
read circumvent. My brain went...
It went no.
It said, not today, Satan.
That's right.
Anyway.
Meaning his mouth is Satan
Well, for the moment.
at that time.
From this moment.
At this moment, I need you to go to CBD, go get some CBD oils over at mojo50.com.
Yeah, you do.
See, it's mojo50.com. If you go to the shop there at /shop, you can actually get CBD oils. Not only are they amazing, not only are they one of those things that is a giant fad.
They are a fad. Hey, I know. Are they rugged?
No.
Oh.
No.
Wrong commercial.
Wrong commercial.
Sorry. I was...
But what they can do for you is they can help you feel happier during the day. They help lift your mood. They also help with joint pain.
So what
And
you're saying-
discomfort?
what you're saying is, but wait, there's more?
No, not yet. Help you with joint pain. Plus, they help you with things like tremors, which means like if you've got the shakes where your nerves are constantly firing off and your body can't work without vibrating and spasming.
Mm-hmm.
Vibrating. Thank you. Maybe you should try some CBD oils. It might be something that's good for you.
But wait, there's more.
There is more. If you go to mojo50.com /shop, that's mojo50.com /shop, you use our promo code DEFENDERS, you can get $15 off the price when you purchase. Promo code DEFENDERS over at mojo50.com /shop.
Oh, my goodness.
So a federal report finds assisted suicide laws pose, quote, multifaceted risk and dangers to people with disabilities.
I'm sorry. Wouldn't they... Sounds like they would technically pose a multifaceted risks and dangers to all people. You know, being the suicide part.
Isn't that weird?
I'm from Holland. Isn't that weird?
A new report
Of
from
course
an
it's
independent
new.
government agency released this week revealed that despite efforts to provisions designed to protecting patients from abuse, assisted suicide laws throughout the United States still pose several dangers to people with disabilities. Yes, Dylan Lyles, Mojo 50, Defenders Law.
Yes, you said that these laws prevent abuse
Yes.
against patients
Yes.
seeking to kill themselves.
Yes. What's the problem?
They don't, so you can't be abused
Right.
as you're trying to die.
Yes.
Okay. No, we're good. Keep going.
Okay. The report, entitled The Dangers of Assisted Suicide Laws, released by the National Council on Disability on Wednesday, found, quote, assisted suicide laws contain provisions intended to safeguard patients from problems or abuse, end quote. But such provisions are, quote, ineffective and often fail to protect patients in a variety of ways.
Namely, keeping them alive because, again, it's suicide.
These include insurers denying expensive medical treatments in lieu of lethal drug misdiagnoses or of terminal illnesses leading to assisted suicide decisions, or demoralization of people with disabilities leading to assisted suicide.
So,
Uh-huh.
again,
Again.
assisted suicide laws contain provisions
Sure.
intended to safeguard patients
Yes.
from problems and abuse
Right.
in killing themselves.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then they're saying that it doesn't protect people and patients in a variety of ways. Again, yes, because it kills them.
I
And
don't think,
they
look, I don't think you're getting it. Let me continue, okay?
okay, yeah,
okay,
this
okay.
is
Quote, assisted suicide laws are premised on the notion of additional choices for people at the end of their lives. That came from the NCD chairman, Neil Romano, who said in a statement, quote, however, in practice, they often remove choice when the low-cost option is ending one's life versus providing treatment to lengthen it, meaning their life, or services and support to improve it, meaning their life. Assisted suicide is currently legal in 8 states and the District of Columbia, according to the report, which also took issue with the rhetoric often used to support and defend such policies. Yes, I hear I hear the huff.
you realize that most assisted suicides, it's something that somebody kind of comes to of their own thing. That's not to say that it's not because of someone has cancer, because you've read stories about that from time to time.
Yes, right.
But for the most part, it's not like somebody's sitting there and goes into the doctor and I'm sorry, Mr. Anderson, but you have stage 4 cancer and you're going to die probably within the next week or so.
No.
Yes.
Whoa.
I know. So
No way.
we could give you this chemo.
I know
It'll
kung
cost.
fu.
Don't touch my dog. That we give you this chemo that costs $30,000 a dose.
Dose.
A dose.
A
And you
dose.
don't have no insurance covers it,
No, not at all.
and
Because it's brand new.
it might extend your life about another week.
Or cure you.
Or no, it won't cure you. It'll extend your life for about another week, and it hurts like hell.
Mm.
But we can do that for you, or
Or
for about 50 cents,
we can give you this shot,
we have a shot.
and you'll slowly go to sleep
Yeah.
and never wake up.
Yeah, we could give you enough fentanyl to put down a bull elephant, and you'll drift off to sleep and you'll never wake up again. And that is only 50 cents.
Yes, because we know how to get cheap fentanyl
And not for nothing, but that's also covered under insurance.
somehow, when technically suicide is not covered under life insurance.
Weird.
Yeah.
But
Even
yeah.
if it's assisted suicide, it's still not covered.
But that's that's true too. But that's my point. Like that's not how it works. People don't go for assisted suicide because they have no other choice and blah 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 blah. Usually it's one of those, screw it, I don't want to fight, so I'm going to pick when I die, not let this thing take me and turn me into something bad.
Take me home tonight. I don't want to let you go. Till I see the light. Oh, that makes so much more sense now.
Doesn't it
In
now?
that sort of context, that makes
That's
it really bad and
depressing
morbid.
now.
I don't want to.
So there you go. with
Let's
that.
move on.
All right, now it's my turn.
All right.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here's the headline.
We got
Man
4 minutes.
Man sues Apple, claiming iPhone turned him gay.
I'm sorry. Wait.
A Russian man has launched a lawsuit against Apple, claiming an iPhone app turned him gay. He says this comes after an incident involving Gaycoin.
Sorry. Comes.
Yeah, involving Gaycoin, which is a cryptocurrency is similar to Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Apparently, he was buying Bitcoin,
Yeah.
or attempted to buy Bitcoin,
Yep.
and accidentally bought Gaycoin. According to the complaint, the Gaycoin cryptocurrency arrived with a note saying, "Don't judge until you try." Quote, "I thought, in truth, how can I judge something without trying? I decided to try same-sex relationships," the complaint wrote. Quote, "Now I have a boyfriend, and I don't know how to explain this to my parents," end quote. He is in Russia, where it's legal, but people still frown on homosexuality.
I'll just turn that frown upside down.
And he did. That's just nasty. Apple pushed him towards homosexuality through manipulation, he claims,
How did they manipulate him?
because it says don't judge until you tried it. And he thought, that's logical. I've never tried it. So how can I know it's not something I would enjoy?
Because I don't want it.
Well, clearly he does. He's stuck with a boyfriend now.
He's not stuck with a boyfriend. He chose that life.
He's-
He literally chose this.
Somebody's name that I can't read properly says the company has, quote, a responsibility to their programs despite the alleged exchange taking place on a third-party app. Yeah, the court will hear the complaint on October 17th, and according to its information on its website, Apple has not responded.
Apple's not going to respond to it. It is a moronic issue.
Yeah.
How are you going to sue the cell phone company provider for an app that is readily available on their platform?
Yeah.
It's a platform application. You can't sue the company that made the platform. You have to sue the company that made the app,
Yeah.
or the gay coin, as it were.
Gaycoin, yeah. And he's saying he suffered moral harm.
Correct. Doc Thompson got run over by an Amtrak. You mean this guy wasn't born gay?
Yes.
That's what we mean. We mean this man chose gay.
Yeah. It's kind of a
He chose the gay.
It's in this instance he definitely chose it. It's or at least he tested the waters and he found that
He stuck a toe in.
he stuck a toe in, and before long he was in over his head. I have nothing left to say about that. It's a preference thing, and it's just
More than likely, he's a catcher.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
I
Don't judge until you try. That's the part that got me out of this. The whole thing. It says, "Do not judge until you try."
Yes.
And I thought,
And
in
that's-
truth, how can I judge something without trying?
That's how I know he's a catcher.
Well, but how do you know?
Because, I mean, you stick it in and to stick it in is whatever. But taking is going to be a whole nother. That's the one thing he hasn't tried.
Or maybe he has. I don't know. I just find it funny. Now I have a boyfriend. Can you imagine him just standing there? And now I have a boyfriend. I don't know what to do.
Stop having a boyfriend.
I don't know. He admits that his life has been changed for the worse and he will never become normal again.
I will never be normal again. You know what?
Changes have caused me moral and mental harm.
Changes.
Turn to face the stranger.
Changes.
Again, another song that when you think about it, fitting in the context of this,
Makes it really
fits
bad. Yeah.
perfectly.
So turn to face the strange changes. Yeah.
Yeah. It makes perfect sense now. That's how you end a show right there. Nothing like blaming the iPhone for being turned gay.
They turned the freaking frogs gay.
I should have played that.
It would have been good.
It would have been.
It's fine.
but
But
instead,
instead,
we're going to play some bell counts.
oh, let's do that. Yay.
Good evening,
It always does that.
Mojo 50.
Why is it
I'm
doing that?
Leprechaun, and here with your bell count grade for the day.
Wednesday, October 9th. Today we had 3 missed innuendo bells, 43 actual bells, and 2 rim shots. Giving us an A for the day. Peace out and good night, y'all.
Yay! A for the day. Go to DOAEshow.com, mojo50.com. Follow us on all the major social medias. Is at DOAE Show. Hashtag
Indeed.
arm yourselves, guys.
That's right.
Thank you for hanging out with us. We love y'all so much. We will see y'all tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Do that.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
That was wonderful.
Bravo!
I loved that.
Oh, it was great.
Well, it was pretty good.
Well, it wasn't bad.
Well, there were parts of it that weren't very good,
It
though.
could have been a lot better.
I didn't really like it.
It was pretty terrible.
It was bad.
It was awful.
It was terrible.
Get him away!
Hey, boo!
Boo! Boo! Boo!